What's good? It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post some new content. And y'all need to go ahead and subscribe to the Crazy Uncle channel. Just know that I'm just doing this for fun, right? This is a hobby, right? So, uh, listen, people. This whole teacher Bay, Miss Williams, or whatever, everybody all up in the air about how she look and how she dress, right? But and then like I say, I was watching, watching people give their opinions on this, and so this one guy, he was like, "You can't control how your body looks, but you can control what you wear." Well, so again, see, this is why. Look, what fuck I always tell y'all, right? Put it like this. Remember the pile of shit that I always tell y'all that's over there in that corner over there, right? But or you can actually really look at this. Okay, like say your house catches fire, right? And then you be like, okay, we call 911. Then here come all the people, right? You got the police, you got the fire wagon, you got the doggone ambulance, and you got the news media. And then once everything is all said and done, then they're gonna be like, okay, well, what caused the fire in the first place, right? Well, the crazy uncle finna tell y'all why the fire took, why the fire happened in the first place, because all what these motherfuckers is saying, all what they say, look, the house is on fire, right? Or it was on fire and it burned to the ground. Or they could be like, all right, I'm gonna go. There's a fresh pile of shit over there, right? And then you, as the flies or whatever, you say, ooh, a fresh piece of shit. And you don't know who or what shit there, right? So, so when you look at it from either aspect, right? Basically what I'm saying is none of my teachers look like Teacher Bay, right? Hell, they all look like the goddamn lunchroom lady or ladies, right? Well, what I'm saying, everybody talking about oh, she's a distraction because she got on tight clothes. Well, let me tell you something. With young boys, right? You know, a lot of them probably that hit puberty or they about to hit puberty, depending on uh the age of the kids that's actually like really in the classroom, right? Listen, teacher Bay can come in there with a big ass sheet on, and guess what? You still gonna fantasize about what she may look like under that sheet or under them clothes, right? So if it looks like that I'm taking up a teacher Bay, yeah, in a sense, right? Because as a young boy, and even as a grown ass man, right? It's just like, oh, okay. You can all put like this. Motherfucker, if you know how to look, right? Then like I say, it really ain't gonna matter what that teacher got on. It's almost like what um what Bill Cosby said in one of his concerts, right? You know, the kids, to come down, right? And so basically what he said, he was like, the kid wanted some breakfast, whatever. So he was saying like the 4-year-old has the ability to see through and find the wrong thing. The child saw through my body what was behind me. She saw the chocolate cake. And, so for the most part, right? Uh Again, this is nothing more than an example, right? Just like I say, if you look good, I put it like this. If listen, if the face is lovely, right? Then 9 times out of 10, anything else is gonna fall into motherfucking play. Right? So for the most part, right? Going to school, any school, right? You're supposed to go in there and learn something, right? but but I just look at it like this. For everybody that's complaining, this is this is what the fuck we do, right? Y'all complaining about some shit that really don't need to be for what you complaining for? Okay, she got a big ass. Okay, big damn deal, right? I mean, because fuck this. If all what the fuck y'all got is pictures and videos, right? Okay. So where you going with that? Just hope that she ain't out there like some of these teachers trying to fuck the students. Then that's when you have a problem. You grown ass woman, grown ass man, and you fucking the students. See, now you can be like, okay, yeah, go on, get her ass out of here, or get his ass out of there, right? Just because she got a nice body don't mean shit. And then, and just like I said, as far as like education goes, right? Y'all worried about her. She when he lied to 9 times out of 10, anything that's in the education curriculum, regardless of city or state, 9 times out of 10, they ain't doing nothing but teach you a whole bunch of bullshit anyway. But see, this is what the fuck I be talking about. Y'all motherfuckers talk about the wrong shit. You talk about the wrong shit, right? So, but then again, this is y'all. The old next Tuesday, motherfucker, right? And just like I said, it really amazes me how stupid the American society has become. Y'all want to talk about somebody's ass? Okay. How about you motherfucking change the goddamn curriculum? Stop teaching these kids that it's okay to like somebody that is the same sex as you. Stop with the male on male. Stop with the female and female bullshit. Get all them damn books out of there. Cause I'm pretty sure she ain't the only one that has a nice ass. But you know what? I'm almost wanna. You know what? I'm gonna put it out there. So, I'm pretty sure it's the mother teachers in there that that look just as nice looking as her, if not better. But I already know y'all gonna be like, well, they not being they not putting themselves on display. I'm like, okay, I give you that too, right? But I think basically all what this teacher has done or doing. Now, I mean, I don't know if she greet her kids as they coming into class. I really don't know, but it's just for the simple fact that it actually like really kind of gives you that same concept. You know, that okay, you sitting out, you finna school finna start, kids about to start coming in. So uh, this, and this, and this, and this. But To be perfectly honest with you, I think all of this shit is staged. It really is, and it's just like what I said. Hell, I wish my teachers looked like Teacher Bay, because just like I said, all the motherfuckers was looking like the goddamn school lunch lady with that damn hairnet over on her head or whatever, and mad because she got to deal with badass kids during lunch hour, right? So y'all leave Teacher Bay alone, right? I mean, because just for the simple fact, as a young boy and as a grown ass man, guess what? You gonna look motherfucking regardless, right? I mean, even if, just like I say, even if she came to school with a big ass sheet on every day, guess what? It's pretty much too late for that. Cause for the most part, I was like, okay, well, damn, we already know what the fuck you look like. So I'm just like, long as the kid, put like this, parents, right? Long as your kid learning something, even though it may be bullshit, just be glad that they learning something. Okay? Leave Teacher Bay alone. She ain't did shit to y'all. A lot of y'all probably just mad because y'all don't look like Teacher Bay. So I'm just like, you know what? Man, fuck all this. Like, seriously. Y'all ain't got nothing better to talk about. But since I'm somewhat on the subject, right? Well, we're gonna change subject. We're gonna talk about uh, this what her name's Saudi Khan, Saudi Arabia, whatever the fuck her name is, right? Change charging. Fully this. How the fuck you gonna charge somebody $8,000 over for some bullshit advice? Because, see, I'm gonna take this. See, this is what the courage uncle gonna tell y'all, right? You can give advice till you blue in the face, but the motherfucker that you act like really giving the advice to 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna follow it no goddamn way. So for you motherfuckers out there giving this bitch 8 grand, yeah, you just want, dog. I could have did that shit for free, right? And 9 times out of 10, you probably be better off listening to the crazy uncle than listening to that ignorant bitch, you know, uh, that she done called people out of, right? Tell me, well, I'll suck your dick, blah, 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 right? I'm just like, damn, okay. So, and so all what I'm saying is anybody that's calling themselves a relationship coach, marriage counselor, whatever title that you want to put on there, look, I suggest each and every last one of y'all find y'all a new profession, right? And then even more so, right? You probably can't do it nowadays because all of it, for the most part, is rather fucked up. Because okay, because you look at, and I've always said this: anything past, but like this, I'll say from 1975. Oh, I tell you what. Let me take it back. Let's say from 1980 going backwards, chances are you're gonna turn out pretty good because mom and dad has stayed in your ass, right? They taught you right from wrong, right? So from 1980 going forward, right? Then you get motherfuckers like this Saudi Khan, then Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, right? Guess what? Look, if you in a pile of shit, right? Then Okay, here you got a pile of shit here. You got a pile of shit over here. And it's like, okay, well, this pile of shit is trying to tell this pile of shit what the fuck to do. Right? That don't make no damn sense, people. Right? So again, I'm just like, what are we doing here? And just like I said, and Kevin Samuels, you're nothing. I know your ass is dead, but in a sense, you and y'all wonder why the motherfucking dating pool is fucked up like it is now. Because you get some motherfuckers like, okay, anything past the age of 30, you fucked up. If you ain't already married, okay, you done for. I beg motherfucking differ. Right? And then I'm just like, okay, and all this uh high value man, high value woman, the fuck is that? Like seriously, I mean, put like this. If if you got a job, right, you holding down shit the best way you can and know how, right? Then guess what? That makes you motherfucking high value. Cause you ain't fucking with nobody, your ass ain't in jail. You ain't after nobody, ain't nobody after your ass. Right? And so I want to, but nothing. Okay? And then all you want, and then whatever y'all gotta look at it like, okay, well, who put this shit in people's head in the first damn place? Right? That you gotta have a certain type of man, he gotta be a certain height, this, that, and the third. Right? I mean, who put that bullshit? Who really put that bullshit in y'all's head? No, trust me. I already put like this. I already know who the fuck who. I already know. I just want to see if you ignorant bastards actually really want to know. It actually really know. Because remember, like I said, from 1980 going forward, look, some of you motherfuckers is suspect. I'm just putting it out there. And just like I say, y'all already know who the suspect people are. Two of them. That Saudi Khan and motherfucking Cheyenne Bryant, right? But just know, let's not get this shit twisted. You can go from 1980 and go backwards, right? And then, you still can be like, you know what? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. And I most definitely don't know nothing about that one over there, right? So, y'all just, all of this shit, if y'all can just stop and think about it for a minute, it ain't nothing more but uh, it's the luck of the goddamn draw. Whether you playing dominoes, cards, whatever the fuck, right? You shuffling up shits up real good, and then you grab what you got, and then you really don't realize until you're in trouble until you see your hand. And then for the most part, you just play that shit out, right? Play it out, people. Leave these so-called motherfucking these relationship expert people alone. Cause 9 times out of 10, all these motherfuckers ain't worth a damn. Cause it's just started out with these two, and guess what? Just know this. All these motherfuckers finna start coming out the woodworks. Some always it's gonna be something wrong with them. Every last one of them. But just like I said, do what look, do what the fuck comes natural. That's what the fuck the crazy uncle gonna tell y'all, right? So so just like I say, the values of life have shifted. It's almost like what KRS once said in one of his interviews a while back, right? He said you got you got boys and you got men, right? The boys is gonna be like, oh, I want the big house, the big car, right? Where a man is gonna look out and he's like, where are my kids at today? Are they clean today? Did they eat today? Did they learn something today? Right? That's a man. And then he looks at his woman, right? And he asks her, is my woman good? Does she feel safe? Does she feel empowered? Is my woman good? See, that's what men do, right? We don't chase after the big booty, right? And the same thing with it's the same thing with women. You got little girls and you got women. And the little girls, they the ones looking after, going after of the boys with the big house and the big car, the money and the jewelry. And 9 times out of 10, he ain't gonna do shit for you. Or she ain't gonna do nothing for him because she gonna take what little money that he give her and give it to the motherfucker that she really crazy about. That's what little girls do, right? And I know some of y'all are grown, y'all still acting like little girls, right? But it's just like what I told you. If you're born in a certain time frame and you want to call and you want to call yourself trying to give me some motherfucking relationship advice when I know that you part of the goddamn problem, fuck out my face with that nonsense. You can't tell me nothing. Motherfucker, I'm older than you. And I know that ain't always age. Sometimes I get it. Age ain't always means that, okay, that you're smarter than, say, the next motherfucker, right? But I doubt very seriously anybody as smart as the crazy uncle because I'm not finna sugarcoat a goddamn thing. I'm gonna tell you how the fuck it is, free of motherfucking charge. But hey, and I could go on and on, but the thing about it though, parents, parents today, they don't whoop their child's ass no more, right? They sit up here making deals with the children or whatever, and then they carry that shit outside. And just know, a lot of y'all was fucked up from day one. I mean, yeah, the mental capacity, you know, the brain is doing what the fuck it's supposed to do, but but the output, yeah, y'all, yeah, people always talk about this generation is doomed. Okay, so, and and for the most part, I agree to that to a certain degree, but I just look at it like this: no group of people are doomed if you stay away from that bullshit. But see, but here's the deal, right? Everybody enjoys the bullshit. They because apparently they like how it look and how it tastes. And so I was like, damn, you motherfuckers sniffing shit, and y'all actually really think y'all doing something. But hey, it is what it is, people. So, with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door across the street, probably called Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'll holler at y'all.